Hey guys, what's going on? Scott Barnes here, and this stream we are doing a beer talk Q&A. So not only that, we are doing a 10,000 subscriber video. I'm just so excited. Why not do a fun stream? This is awesome. So I was digging in through my beard journey of my kits and all that, and I found some new beard product that I wanted to show you guys. Hey, what's going on, Brett? Let me know if anything's lagging. Change some settings. Hopefully everything's working all right. I'm hoping your days are going awesome. I was working with one of my buddies. He was doing some mustache trimming here. I might do, so we'll see what happens. What's up, Hunter? How's it going, dude? Let me see if I can change this output here. It might be going crazy. No, man, we'll see. So if it gets a little laggy, let me know. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a good time. Now, this last video that I did a Viking haircut, and usually I cut up a little too much up above my head. Hold on, let me see something here, make sure everything is going all right. And when I was doing that, I was like, you know what, I don't really want to cut off too much of my top of my hair. I want to keep everything. Hey guys, what's going on? Scott Barnes here. In this stream, we're going to be doing beard talk and Q&A. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a difficulty. Hopefully everything's back to normal. But, oh man, this stuff sucks when the stream always messes up. I've been noticing my hair has been growing super uneven lately. My beard isn't even 4 to 6 inches long. Should I get shaped or is it too early? No, it's never too early. It's never too early to get your beard shaped up. So that's like a big common thing that people... You know, you get to a certain length where you don't know if you want to get it cut or trimmed. Well, my thought is if you get it at least a shape going, stick with it. For instance, right here, I got a little bit zealous on my trim here, and so I can just let this part grow a little longer, and that's something that we can all do. Connor, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. How is everything going, you guys? So I was digging through my beard kit and all my beard stuff, all my beard products, and I came across a beard treatment oil, and I thought I wanted to show you guys here in a bit. What's going on, Hunter? Dude, I just started using Grandpa Old Pine Tar soap for beards. I love it. You should make a vid on it. Dude, I'll check that out, man. Charles, what's going on? Yeah, it's fixed. Now I can listen to your great advice. Awesome, Charles. That's awesome. I get a little mixed up because my Twitch and my YouTube video gets a little mixed up, so I do apologize about that, you guys. But now I was just going over my last video. I wanted to keep my hair long. Now, about 6 months ago, I wanted to grow out my hair really long, and it was a fun journey doing that. But like, I don't know, like there's sometimes I want to grow out my hair and there's sometimes I don't, and this is kind of like a happy medium. I can keep my hair, nice and tapered off on the sides and kind of go long on the top, and I can have like a happy medium. And I thought it turned out okay, and I thought that's what I wanted to bring. Well, that's what I wanted to bring to you guys was you can do it. I'm a big DIY guy. You know, anybody can do it. I'm scared to trim it if you like going back to the first month of growth, so I'll see about getting it shaped from the next barber visit. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Depending on, you know, your beard, you know, a thickness, if it's something that you get scared about doing, yeah, just let it grow, let it become to a length, and then just think about what kind of shape you want to go for. I was reading a comment the other day about, you know, some people like doing the beard in the V shape, and they thought that I could go for that, but I don't like that shape. I'd rather do a U-shaped beard or a square shape. I'm not a big V-shaped beard fan. That's my preference. Andrew, what's going on, man? Had my haircut today. A guy mentioned and shaved in side parting you ever had done. Have you ever had that done? No, I haven't really done that before. I can actually really get on this side, actually. I can get away with parting my hair to the side and really, you know, putting an extra gob of pomade in, and I can get a good split on that dapper look. What's going on, the Beard Dream? How you doing, dude? I'm having a great afternoon, man. I hope you are having a kick-ass afternoon as well. What's going on from India? If anyone wants to see some cool beard products, yeah, check out his beard videos for sure. Can you send me some beard oils? Yeah, dude. So speaking of beard oils, I was going through my all my products, right? And I came across this beard treatment oil, right? And I don't know if it was sent to me by either a fan or if it was sent to me by a company. But what was interesting was the ingredients on it. It was for a highly refined blend of rare East Indian, there you go, buddy, right? Sandalwood essential oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, and cedar oil, hemp seed oil, and grapeseed oil, and rosehip seed oil. So this was a very interesting product. And I thought it was that maybe that there's different treatments that can help out with beard growth. That's very interesting because, you got your Rogaine and all that kind of stuff, but maybe some other people use a different agent or a different something to use, I don't know, to help, I don't know, bring out their beard hairs, I guess. My beard is super round and curly now, but I'm not sure what shape to go for yet. It's funny you brought that up. I saw a comment earlier about what to do with a curly beard. And I really stated that in that last video. Like, heat is such a big importance when it comes to styling out that beard. So when I get out of that shower, I really try to just get as much wetness out. But even some guys have, either a curl, or a wave that goes with their beard. That's where that heat comes in and a little bit of product. So go through different product. I actually used to use beeswax in my beard when it would have that problem, and I didn't have a good like balm or an oil that I used to stick to. So try to find like a thickening agent that really works. That'll really hydrate that hair, because remember, beard hair is different from your top portion of your hair. It's a lot more coarser. It's a lot more thicker. And so that being said, it's going to take more moisture for it to be able to make it straight. That's why I really, like putting product in and then, using that hair dryer so you're not frizzing out your beard and having that crinkly effect. Here's a good example. Do you guys ever remember like I think girls still do it when they iron their hair, and if they do it too much, you get that frizzy effect. They got like that frilly going on. Well, that's what's happening with that beard. If you're not putting in moisture, sometimes you'll get that frizz or you'll get that like scraggly look. That's where you want to add either like a hydration or a beeswax, just something that has a solvent in it to give that beard some hydration. What do you play on Twitch? Hunter, I like to play everything. I'll go from Fortnite's a big hype right now, but I always like Black Ops 3. I like to play retro. I'll play some Super Nintendo games. I'll throw it all over the place. So I just like to play video games nonstop. It's just a fun thing I like to do. I'm not sure if natural curly or not yet, because still going through the awkward phase. My cheek hairs are growing through, starting to grow in. So I got a guy that I train with. He came in. He was like, "Oh man, I watched your beard video a year ago, and I was just, man, all I could get is just from here down. I don't have much in the cheeks." Well, he was 19 years old. So, man, I wasn't until 24 or 25 until the cheeks really grow in. And there's a lot more guys that have a cheek line that actually go a lot higher. So you got to really worry about, not more so about beard, if your beard is growing, it's more about your age, because, testosterone works different for every guy. So those are things that you got to watch out for. So with those cheek, if you have a lighter cheek line, that's why I'm all about having the it's totally cool to put in the hair dye. If you can get something, or if you can get away with having not so much of a darker darker color, then you can totally get away with that. And I'm all about it too. Like if you're okay with putting in hair dye, I say go for it. It by all means, especially if you're a younger guy and you have darker hair, especially if you're more of a, Middle Eastern, skin color type of guy, then, that's kind of like the style that's, everybody's going for right now. So right now I've been going back to that tea tree oil from Beard Brand, and man, it lasts for a really really long time. Um, welcome to the Barnes. Thanks, looking good, dude. So the tea tree oil, man, that I used that last video. So I forgot about how long it lasts, and there's not a lot of beard products that do that. So that's one thing I really enjoy about having a good beard product is having one that lasts for a long time. So always find one that that you can keep using. I'm not. I do like balms. I do like balms. I would just rather use either an oil, um, uh, or yeah, I really like that jelly too. It's not too bad at all. I've been using the Brisk Treat beard oil. Works great. I've heard that is too, man. There's a lot there's some more oils that I need to try, but the next one I'm gonna order and I want to do a review for is the I want to do a review for the foam, like the beard foam. Why is that going so low latency? Let's go to this stream manager. So if I can do this right, let's go to options and I can go. There we go. Oh, it won't do it now. Oh, all right. Well, we'll just suffer through it, I guess. But man, I think it's pretty laggy right now. I'm trying to get through this. I don't know why it's too bad. You know what I'll do? Let's push down the bit rate a little bit, and then we'll see if we can make it work a little better. So we'll go output, and let's make this to, we'll make it to 1500. Quality will suffer, but it'll be all right. Now, a big thing too is I think brushes. I think brushes have to do with it. A lot of guys have been. I like the boar bristle brush. That's something that a lot of guys use. I don't really use it that much. I'll probably stick to either a comb. I like to use that and use that to straighten it out, or just a regular brush like a hairbrush. That works great for me too as well. Those two things work perfectly fine. Let's see. If I add that, we should be good. All right. No drop frames. We're smoking, Joe Frazier. I tell you got to work all this stuff out with the stream. Sometimes I might even switch it to my phone. Yeah, that works a lot better. I had to turn down the bit rate, so sorry about that, you guys. It was really laggy, but at least the output's better. That's all that matters. So smoother, better. That's all that matters. Now I was going in and talking to one of my buddies at work. And what he does on his mustache, and I'm thinking about doing it. He actually he clips away right here on the mustache, and he leaves the extra length on the side, and so he clips up right here, and I'm thinking about doing it. The mustache is getting a little crazy, and I'm actually digging the length on the sides, but this center portion's getting a little crazy. So Gabriel, what's going on, man? I hope everything is going well. Do apologize. The chat was going a little crazy on my Internet Explorer, so hopefully everything's back in order. I think we're golden, but I have a problem, like I've talked about before, is that walrus effect. I have a lot of hairs that come up here, and I really want to people can thin out the top of their hair. I wish I could thin out my mustache. I know a lot of guys would be like, "Oh, dude, why would you thin out your mustache?" But it's like I have this shape right here, and then right here, I don't know. It's something's going on, and it's bugging the crap out of me. And I'm thinking about trimming it, but we'll see what happens. But if I do, I'll probably bring it up to about here. You know what? I'm gonna say screw it and do it. I do actually have my scissors. What's going on, Christopher? I'm back on Firefox. I don't want to go out of control stash stage. No worries, man. You know what? I fixed the stream, dude. It was getting a little crazy. I just turned down my bit rate a little bit. It got just a little out of control. So, but we're back, and life is good. Now, what I'm thinking about doing, and also, are you guys able to hear? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I hope you guys get to hear some background music going on. Yeah, let's see if that works. Always like to have a little chill going on, right? What's up, Christopher? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're looking golden. A lot better, a lot better. So this is the settings that I need to have now. All right. So if we get this right, now I have some flyaways on my mustache that I probably could. I probably could push to the side, but right here, it just gets nasty, and I think that's where I need to clean it up. So I'm gonna actually do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go there. And I think, but see, the problem is this side has a smooth transition and this side doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue from this upper lip into this side. So I'm going to try that and give that a whirl. Very interesting though. Let's get rid of this. And I say, let's brush it out. Here's another reason why I want to cut this upper portion up here is this. Either I need to stick it up. Now, did you guys, I hope you guys, did you guys get to see Drew's video, his little top secret thing? I thought that was kind of cool and nifty, where he added a little bit of glue. That was very smart on his part. And I thought, well, who was it? I think it was Beard Brand. What's his name? You know, he brought it up. Let me bring this up here really quick. I'm going 15 things a second. There we go. That's what I need. But it doesn't give me that option, huh? Let's see if I can pull out the chat, and then I think we're good to go. There we go. Perfect. I'm attempting to grow out my mustache. I always get tired of chewing on the hairs. So that's where I'm at right now, man. And yes, definitely. Let's get going. I'm just going to go say screw it and go. But, all right, here on top. So let's see. I'm going to go for I'm going to try something new. I'm going to see if I can create a layered effect on the mustache. So it's not like every mustache hair is just at one length. I'm going to have maybe it go up and have maybe either a fade effect or just, I don't know. I'm going to try something here. Maybe I can get some more consistency at least. We're going rogue, guys. There we go. All right, that's probably a lot better, actually. Now, lately I've been cutting up towards my lip, and that's actually been a nice thing for me. Now, about a year ago, I did not do that at all. I would always grow it out, and then it would look very, I don't know, it just would look. There was a point where you just need to start shaping up the mustache. And I just thought, why not? Let's do it right now. Now, I'm actually thinking about doing a big order on Amazon tomorrow and just buying a few products. And then on top of that, I want to see if there's some new. I'm thinking about bringing out a new foam. Or actually a new. Do you guys ever remember, what's that stuff that, mousse, like, you know, you put mousse in your hair? What if you put that in your beard, but no stickiness, you know? Angle those scissors. Yeah, man, you got to watch out. So if you get too much on the side here, we got to watch out because you'll either have either a you'll either have like an angle or you'll have a line. So you got to definitely make sure you're, rocking that angle for sure. And that's where I think I need to come up here a little bit, is on the top portion of that mustache. I need to angle it up so it's like it like blends in. It's not like just one flat, piece of hair, which I think is looking pretty good so far. Because a couple of these mustache hairs have just been bothering the poop out of me. Just absolute poop. Oh my gosh. That's crazy you mentioned that. I just seen beard foam that works kind of like beard mousse. I was at a local drugstore. Yeah, man. And I don't know. Maybe I need to start up maybe I need to start up the old beard business or something like that, or talk to somebody, because I thought that'd be a good idea, is to get a beard mousse. And then and with that you could have Mustache, right? The Mustache. Like that? Mustache. But just like the beard, maybe every once in a while you always need to clean up the mustache and beard. And a lot of guys are afraid to do that. And I think it's that notion that, hey, I work so hard, and if I screw it up, I got to cut it all off. And that's farthest from the truth. We all make mistakes, just make little ones, and that's why you go slow and small. And then after that, everything's good. So let's add a little mustache wax now. And then we'll see how this is going. I think we're golden. Think we're golden. Because the main thing I want, that's the main thing we want. We just want to get out of having that mustache hairs in our lip. I hate it so much, especially when I'm eating some food. That's the last thing I want, is the first thing, and on top of that, you guys, that having that big mustache is the drinks. The drinks are so, either I have to drink coffee through a straw. When I go to work, I have to go get the 2 little straws. I have to sip them out, because if I drink them, if I drink it straight, it goes right into my mustache, and I'm smelling McDonald's, Starbucks coffee all day, and I don't want that. I want my mustache to smell good. Now, as I flex the mustache out, see, I just want to get rid of this crap right here. Yes. So that's the main thing. I just want to get that out of the way. That's my main thing that I really want to do. And I totally get what you're talking about, the stash, kind of adding some texture. Exactly. So that's been like my problem lately, is that I get to a point where my stash gets to a certain length, and all I'm doing is I'm trimming just to that lip, just to that lip line, or that bottom lip line. And what I need to do is, I can't just have all that hair right on that bottom lip line. I need to add, like you said, layers, so it gives it texture, it gives it shape. And on top of that, it gets it out of my lip. Because that's the last thing, we all want to do. We want to get our hairs out of our lip. A lot of guys, when they grow out their mustache, even with that Walrus effect, it'll actually grow in their mouths. And like we all talk about, some guys will and they'll munch on it, Working on my mustache now using Mustache, and it really helps out the stash, and it gets out the volume. Stash looks miles better. Looks like Scott Barnes. Thanks, Chris. I agree, man. It gives it texture, gives it shape. And like I've always said from the beginning, I think the stash is kind of like the staple with the beard. And we all want a good looking mustache. We don't want something that looks cheesy and perverted. But right there did a pretty good job. I'm happy with that. I think that really good. And I like to keep that line. That's one thing I like, you guys, is this line. And I just want to have it right and then stop right there. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to have too much of a hook. And what's nice is with these handlebars is, remember the gap that we talk about right here? See this gap that I got right here? So when we pull it out, it goes right to there. And that's where I'll always trim up my stash so that it looks like it's just one solid line. And if you guys think about it, it's just that all the way to the side, and it goes all the way, curves up. So it's just a nice, smooth shape, round circle, back and forth. I have a fine line between how perfect and how like tapered it is, but you know, that's the thing. We all want just a nice, smooth shape and a good transition. What's up, Phil boy? How you doing, buddy? Now, one thing that I have a big problem, like that's really been happening a lot lately, is right here in the middle. My biggest pet peeve is when guys shave this down into about a 0 or a ½ inch on the clippers. I don't want to see skin right here. I just want this to be the lowest number that I can on my hair that doesn't show the skin, because I want everything to be even. But what happens is with consistency, right? We have long, the shortest, and then long again, right? But if you have long and then the shortest, if this shortest portion of the hair is colored different than the hair, so if you have darker hair and then this is light, you know, and your skin is whiter and lighter, then you have dark colored hair, a light patch. It looks almost like a patch, and I think it actually downgrades the beard look. You're adding a patch, or you're adding a hole into your, into that fade. And I don't think that's what the fade is. I think you're adding a hole or the shortest portion of that beard look. I'm not a big fan of that. So just remember, when we get to that bone or that ear line, that we don't want to go buzz cut. So this would technically be a 2 or a 3. So there's still some length on it. It's not skin tight like I went to the military and just had it, all the way to the skin. I'm not a big fan of that. Especially if you're starting out cutting your hair. Just always start long. Always start from the very top that you can be. And even with the scissors, when you're pulling up and leaving out the length of your hair, you know how barbers like to clip on the top? I actually like to bring it up a lot longer and clip from the bottom, because that way I can see what I'm actually clipping, and I'm not going too short and I cut right here, and that's actually not the length that you want. So just some tips that I actually, come across and I do. So just, I don't know, some things that you guys can go by. Now, I'm thinking I want to do this beard treatment, and I'm going to see how it feels. Sandalwood essential oil. Let's see. All right. Let's see how this goes down. When I get this posted, I'll put the link in the description how this is. Now, it's a little watery, a little oily. It's got a sandalwood smell to it. All right, I really like it. It's okay. It kind of reminds me of that woodsman from the bearded. Oh man, I like this. This isn't bad. Okay, it's a little oily. It's a little more oily than I thought it was. And then what's that other smell I'm smelling? Oh, it's got to be the cedar. It's got to either be the cedar or the sea tree. But I really enjoy it. It's not too bad. It's so funny that a lot of these things are made in Houston. It's like I think Houston is the beard capital of the world, and I think that's why I'm moving there. Another big thing, you guys, that's been happening is I think things might be changing in the work. Things have been happening, some new adjustments, and I think I might be switching up the work and the business flow. We'll see what's happening. We'll see what opportunities are out there. But definitely getting done with the IT work at my current job right now. And I'm thinking in mid-July, I'm going to be headed to Texas. Now, I'm having a little bit of an issue, guys. And see, this is called habit right here. And it happens to the best of us. See how this beard patch right here is a little wavy? And this beard patch right here is a little wavy. That's because when I've been rolling out my beard with my brush, what I'll do is I'll bring it in. And look what's happening. When I bring it in, this hair is curling in. And same thing with this side. Look at, I'm pulling it in. Remember, I try not to do that. I've actually done a video of how not to do that. And so to alleviate it, we actually have to go backwards. We have to go up. And we're having to alleviate that wave. And then, like I always say, we just got to bring it down. That way we can see it's a lot better now. But it happens if I roll it out, you get that wave effect. So when you come down, you just got to come down. You don't want to roll in like that. So on the chin, I just got to roll it out. On that chin, I just got to roll it out. And I got to fix that. But I'm telling you, it happens to the best of us, you guys. We can always have a little bit of wave in our beard, but it's a good fix. Now, another thing that we can always fix is actually that soul patch. And mine has been growing a lot. So let's actually take care of that too as well. Now, I just want to, I think I did this last stream too as well, is I just want to keep this line that I like to go through. And just with small little cuts like that, it should be pretty good, pretty easy. Now, I get a little jealous because a lot of beardsmen, what they, like a lot of darker haired beardsmen do or have, is this soul patch here blends so much and so easily with that chin portion of their beard. And I get so jealous because how am I able to, I don't know, how am I able to hide these patches under my soul patch? So I just have to grow them out, and I try to use a little bit of extra product. I'm a little over 9 weeks into my beard. It's pretty big and busy. Sometimes feel a little self-conscious about how big it is. What? Have you ever felt this way? I have a hard time with being confident. All right, Brandon. Well, first of all, no, man. There's never too big of a beard. Just make sure you're like handling it and you're not having too much. You're not letting it like overgrow you. So if there's like portions of your beard that you just want to like tame down, bring out the clippers or scissors and just like, try to clean it up and just, put a little product in and it should all come together. Yeah, sandalwood is great. It smells good, dude. I actually really enjoy it. I call it like the standard beard oil. It's not a high premium, but it's a standard one. I'm a 1 or 2 month into my Tweerd. Whoa. Did Greg set a new standard? The Tweerd? Oh my gosh, where did that come from? Mahesh was last to touch me. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, Greg, you cracked me up, dude. That was pretty funny, man. Oh, man. You lucky guy, you get to keep that thick hair and beard. Many guys to go bald. Do you blow dry your beard? My beard isn't straight. How can I get it to be more straight? Yeah, Brandon, you gotta blow dry it. And that's where I talked about when I was doing my Viking video, is that you have to get it wet, and then I like to apply that product. The product really gives it condition, and it, some products actually have, hair treatment in there. So it's going to make that beard hair more soft. It's going to make it more malleable. So that way when you apply that heat, think of how if you have like caramel, right? If you have that caramel in that cold, freezer, when you chew it, it's going to be so hard to chew. But if you get heat on it, you leave it out in the sun a little bit, it's really easy to be malleable. It's really, easy to be adjusted. So always heat is just the way to go when you're trying to, get a style or a shape going. If I'm not mistaken, I think Mahesh is in Texas. And you know what I think I'm going to do? You guys? I think I'm going to do a beard brand special. And I think I'm going to just collab with Eric. And I think I'm going to go see Mahesh. And I think we're just going to have a big party. And I think there's just going to be a lot of beard products. And it's just going to be a crazy amount of time. I think that would just be awesome. And if he's in Texas, I got to do it. I got to get on the Mahesh beard train, right? What age did you grow your first beard? How did it turn out? Philly, I'm glad you asked. It actually was not the best thing in the world. You know what actually happened was I had no or any cheek line. I had nothing on my neck. I had nothing. All I had were nice, good sideburns. So you know what I did? I did the NSYNC jawline effect. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I remember doing some videos before about, I really don't want you guys, unless you have a really short beard and you like that, what's his name from the 80s, Top Gun guy. If you have a really short, maybe 2 week to maybe a month beard, we really want to stay away from getting close to that jawline. That's like the biggest no-no that we want to do. And so that's what I was actually doing when I was 17 to 19 to 22. I hugged the jawline. I just did like the football player chin strap. I thought I was the coolest guy in the world, and that's where I was adding actually like some beard dye. I actually wanted my beard and my hair brown, and that because I thought it would actually make my beard look thicker, even right here on my soul patch. Like that was a big thing for me, and still is, you guys. Like this is a big part of a problem that I have with my beard. Like I really got to flex that out so it covers these patches right here. So not until I was probably about 26 to 28 that I was, I was able to start growing goatees. My mustache was growing in a little bit better. Things were kind of, growing out more masculine, if you will. What kind of mustache wax do you use? Connor, right now I'm using that Mustache. That's kind of been my main stuff right now. I always like to, I'm a big natural beeswax guy. That's over my other stuff. Beeswax works a lot, and sometimes I'll even throw in some extra hair pomade sometimes. So my mustache is reached the middle of my chin. What? I am having a hard time keeping it waxed. What do you suggest? So, like I said, go to, if you have a Rite Aid, go get a big, it's like $4. It's a big tub of beeswax. And I used that for the longest time, and it's just an all-natural beeswax. And I actually really liked it. I used it for the longest time. And what I liked about it, too, is when I was done, I could actually take, where'd my comb go? I could take my mustache wax as I was putting it in, and then I'd throw it into my soul patch. And that would actually make my soul patch bigger, and then it would hide those spots. That was something that I really loved about that beeswax. It really did a number on my mustache and my soul patch. I used to color my beard a lot to make it look fuller when I was younger. I'm 22 now. Few weak areas, but is decent. Just to let it grow now. Yeah, that's, you know what? I saw a guy the other day. He was 23 or 24. The dude had the most insane looking beard. I thought he was at least 32. He had the whole what was it? The man bun and everything like that. And we got to talking stuff. He was like, "Nah, man, I'm 23. I've had a beard since I was 18." And man, that's how some people are. You just got to go with the flow on that, and sometimes you got to, I get jealous sometimes, but You know, that's another thing too. You know, with a blonde beard, there's some holes and gaps. You know, just like we talked about that other one with Keanu Reeves. There's some things that we're just gonna have some issues with. You know. All right, let me pull this up here. I think so. All right. Ugh. It has been so super dry lately. My throat's dry, my mouth's dry, everything is dry, my eyes are dry. It's insanely crazy how crazy dry it is out here. I have to put a humidifier for everything. All right, let's see if I can do this now. All right, we're putting that. All right. I guess that helps me out. How often do you co-wash? Now, that's a good question, actually. So, a lot of guys like to do the traditional, I like to wash my hair every day. You know what? And you should. Always wash your hair and beard every day. Now, my biggest thing that you got to do is condition. Oh, who do we got here? Tommy Nielsen. Thank you. Just subscribe. Thanks for the subscription, dude. So there's a big case that a lot of people don't like to wash their hair every day. And I think that's a little disgusting, especially for me. I do jiu-jitsu, daily, and, I sweat a lot, so I need to take at least 1 or 2 showers a day. But if you use a lot of shampoo, after a while, your hair can get really dry. Same with your beard. That's where I really recommend having conditioner. Having a high quality conditioner. If you can find either a beard conditioner as well, you can use that. I just use a little bit as frequent as possible. That way your beard doesn't dry out. Your beard doesn't, crisp up or split. That's one of the biggest. That's a good question right there. But yeah, I definitely won't have the dryness here, dude. It's crazy humid. But you know what, man? My wife's from there. Her family's from there. I've been there for 10, 15 years, so it's nothing new, man. That's why the AC and the electricity is extra cheap and free on the weekends, right? But that's a good question. I don't actually recommend. That's why we use beard products. We use that beard products, rinse them out, just use a little bit of conditioner. That way our beards won't split. Even when we use our hair dryer, we'll always have a protecting coating on our beards and mustaches. I always tell myself I'm going to wash my beard 7 days, but always end up washing it at day 3 or 4 with co-washing. I found it easier to space out with my washing. And I agree. I am 100% there with you. Cuz like I said, if you overwash it, it's just, I don't know, but just wash everything together. Everything comes together, and your hairs aren't getting too dried out. And that's when the split ends happen, and you're just going to get in more trouble, and then you got to clip your beard up, and it's not a good look. Now, I put in some beard oil. Now, let's have some fun. What happens if you put beard balm on top of beard oil? Do you think the beard's going to split up? Because I've always thought about it, right? Beard oil, right, is going to separate from water. And usually a beard balm is going to be more of a water-based. And I wonder if we still have a shiny beard. So, why not? Let's put a little in. Now, that's a good question, and actually that's a good thought I just thought about. So, you guys that live in a humid, drier area, I would actually go with more of a beard oil, right? Because that way your beard's going to be more protected from water. Oil separates water. We don't want water in our beard in a humid, drier area. That's why I actually enjoy the balms a lot better than the oils in a drier environment, because it's going to hydrate my beard. So if I'm going to be in a rainy day, I think I covered this one time, is if I'm in a rainy day, I'm probably going to stick with a beard oil rather than a beard balm or a beard butter. I make sure you always work that in. And I always like going up on the cheek line. So, we always have those wispy cheeks, or those small white hairs, those are really going to help out if you put a little product in there. That'll actually bring up your hairline. So that's another thing. When we come down, I like to come out and down. That way I'm not, same thing, I'm not like pushing in on the beard and I'm getting that wave effect. I come out, I'll pull out, come out, pull out, come out, pull out, come out, pull out, and then I'll come down on the hand. That way I have a straight beard right there. Just come out and pull out. So we're coming out with that comb, pulling out, and then I'm just brushing down with my hand. I love these sandalwood brushes, man. They got the dual sides. You can use them for both the mustache and the beard. So that's a cool thing that I like to do too. I'll shake it up. So if you got any waves or anything like that, you can break up the hair. Not too bad. But good Lord, man, that balm just definitely throws out that thickener, man. Just definitely hydrates it to a different level. What beard style do you dislike? I hate the chin strap look. I just the chin beard myself and look at the chin beard myself. Did I say that right? By itself. Yeah, definitely not the fan. You know, I always bring up the LeBron, man. I'm not a big LeBron James beard look. Let me think. I hate it. I don't like it when a guy really trims up his mustache. I really like a really nice laid natural mustache. I think that has to go along with it. Let me think what's another good, like another beard style that I don't like. I don't like too much of a tapered beard. So a lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll bring it down and then they'll just shave it off and have a nice solid line right here. It's like they bring it out and it's just this big point. I'm not a big fan. So what I like to do is I like to round out my neck and my beard. So that way it's not a point. It's more just like everything kind of comes together. But a lot of guys, it'll be just this whoosh, whoosh. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm having problem with the beard split. I'm having problem with the beard split. Any advice, Scott? I use oils and balms regularly, but struggle in the mornings. The beard split. I don't know what that is. The beard split. Yes, I'm seeing some beginning stages of mine too. Any pointers? Beard split. Like when your beards have split ends. Like is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting at? Beard splits. Getting some beard. Let me think here. Beard splits. Well, if you're talking about split ends, my biggest recommendation, it's when it separates into two. That's really weird. That I have never had a beard hair do that. Dude, okay, so this is really weird. All my beard, okay, hold on. So this is really interesting. We need to have a talk about this. My beard hairs I have never had a split end in my hair ever. Like ever. So we need to have a talk about this. What are your guys' daily routine? I mean, something I think it's going to be the shampoo or the wash. It's either going to be that because we either need to stay away from that shampoo because I rarely use the shampoo. I only use the shampoo on my hair once a day and it's just a little bit. Everything else is a conditioner because I think shampoo and soap is just drying everything out. When your shine starts to get a little weak and it's kind of set. I've seen it before. I know what you mean. When you're in the when you're shiny, you start it gets a little weak and you kind of separates in the middle. I just think I guess that's why I'm just trying to emphasize that you always have to have like a good hydration to your beard. Um, things think of a really long beard. Sometimes it separates in the middle, giving a fork look. I think I know what you're talking about, like right here or something like that. Let's see if I can have it happen. Like maybe like that. Is that what you're talking about? It's crazy how dense and full beard makes younger guys look so much older. That is true. That is true, Philly. Holy crap, man. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. But I like having a thick, awesome beard. Maybe they mean the chin part separates. I know what you mean. So for me, where is it? Where is it? If things start to separate, and things are kind of like going like that, different directions. This is I don't know if you guys use this or not. This is the key. Just brush it out. Okay? I want you guys to brush it out. Just brush it out. Okay, I'll do it for you. We're going to brush it out. This is the brush, man. If you haven't used it yet, this is what it does. Okay, just bring it up. And then all I'm doing is I'm just bringing it down. See, look at, there's no separation. It just, I had a little rotation there at the end. Sorry. But look at, and just come out on the bottom just a little bit with that hand, and right there maybe, right? Just flex it out a little bit. Just kind of pull things apart. This whole backwards crap's messing with me. Yeah. Anyway, just something to work on, because it hasn't happened to me, and this if it has, this has alleviated it, or just the style that I have. But I have not had any split ends or any like gaps or anything like that when it comes to like separation from the beard. So hopefully that helps you guys out there at least with that. I hope. I'm gonna steal the girlfriend's brush and give it a shot, dude, for sure, man. I'm telling you, like, Sally's Beauty Supply is my next best friend. As weird as it sounds, but dude, I'm telling you, it's the So it's just the same portion with the hair. Let's go a little crazy here, right? I'm gonna go over the side, right? I have to go back as well if I want this part of my hair to stay straight. So I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna bring it out and down. I'm going to come up, and then now I can straighten. There we go. The backwards thing's just messing with me with the camera, sorry. And then now I can straighten it and come to the side. So remember, there's two sides to the hair. You have to go straight on one side to bring it up, and then you have to come back with the heat to bring it on the other side. That's how you get that styled straight effect. You have to roll it one way, and then you got to give it heat and roll it. So it's like you have to roll it backwards, right? You're rolling it, you're making it straight. And then when you're coming back, you're barely twirling it on the way back. And that's what's making the hair straight, falling into place. And your hand can actually, if you want to, with some conditioner, it'll just make it solid and stay. Which I think is like a styled look, I guess, if you will. I'm always in Sally's. It's a cheap backup, man. It's a nice place to buy just some cheap products. I don't know, they have some really good supplies there. I'm trying to think with anything else, and with always, if you want to use the pomade, you guys. This is like my bread and butter. I like. So if you want, here's a cool trick too. So if you want a cool blend on the side, shake your hand and pull down on here on the side, and that'll actually get you a good blend to go to the side of your hair in the back. And then, of course, like I always like to do, you can bring it from here and you can bring it down. And for me, I like that because It just it's like the whole smell comes in, right? It's not like the hair. Okay, the hair smells this way, comes in here. Okay, hair smells a little bit different, and then it comes right down into the beard. Everything's like golden right there. Do you have friends that grow their beards? Philly, I do, man. I actually encourage all my friends to grow their beards, or at least try to. One of my buddies actually, he keeps it about at a month or 2 month growth, where it's just the that mountain man look, where 2 month dark hair looks solid on him, and that's where he keeps it. I like it. He has that buzz bald head. That's the way to go, man. That's the whole thing that I want to bring to you guys is looks. Have something that you want to look for and just stick with that. So for me, I was always going, I think about a year ago, I was going for more of that metro, I want to keep my, my hair in a nice, what would you call it, faux hawk. And then within the years with the Vikings and stuff like that and that modern tapered look, I've been going more of the whoosh and the split and the fade and all that kind of stuff. So you definitely want to like roll in with the genre that you want to be in. Tim, thoughts about co-washing your beard? Is it just as good as washing and then applying balm or oil, or is it just as good? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Thoughts about co-washing your beard? Is it just as good as washing then applying? This is a weird example. I don't know if you guys know that. What's that lady, Adele? She's like she emphasized that she never washes her hair. That she like leaves the product in. She'll just get in the shower. She'll just wash the product out, and then just and go over with it, and that her hair makes like this natural grease. And I'm kind of on the middle about that because I have longer, thicker hair, and it does create a natural grease. But at the same time, there comes a point where our hair starts to smell and it starts to create a like not attractive look. So I always say like, you know what? Go ahead and give it a wash. Just give it a little bit of shampoo or something to put something in and then add a conditioner. And if it still feels like you have product in, that's okay. That means that it's still holding in and that, as you brush it out and wash it out, that's all right. But when you start to wash your hair and you take everything out and you start stripping out things, that's when your hair starts splitting. That's when your hair starts frizzing and fraying. That's where I'm the same with the beard. I don't like to wash my beard all the time. I don't like, I just put a little conditioner in, and if there's just still a little bit of product in my mustache, that's okay. I'll just brush it out. I won't put anything in afterwards. So that way if I wash it again and I put some more in, I just don't want to because remember, even like if you washed your hands over and over and over again, eventually your hands are going to dry out from the soap. That's why we have to use lotion, and those kinds of things to rehydrate our hands so they don't crack or break. Same thing with your beards and mustaches and hairs. We don't want them to, get dry. We want them to stay hydrated. Oh, there you go, Beard Dream. I like that. Just go for it, man. That's the look. Mahesh is doing it, right? You know what? There's going to be a day where I'm probably going to have to do that, man. Where I'm probably going to have to just shave off my head, shave off my, my sides, and just go for the full, the full shaven beard, the shaven, just doing it, right? Nah, dude, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's see, you guys. I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're gonna wrap it up here in about 2 minutes. If you guys got any last questions, let's get them through. Other than that, I think let's seal the deal with maybe a clip or two more of the mustache, and we'll finish it up. Because I want to take this right here. There we go. There's that angle of the scissors, guys. Now, before I let you guys go, I got a big question to ask you, all right? And this is to all the people that watch this too afterwards. What's your opinions on different videos. In the end of July, I'll be moving to Texas, all right? And I'm gonna be doing these videos, but I'm still gonna be sticking to doing beard videos, but I got into a different sport. And I don't know if you guys have heard about, I have gotten my pilot's license. I am a private pilot. But I'm thinking about getting into paramotoring. And I've already bought the paramotor. I bought the engine. And actually, if you guys want to be, if you guys want to have some fun, I'll show you a fun little video here that I got. Let's see here. Yep, that's the one. Let's see if I can do it. Is that the time lapse? Yep. So I got a parachute already, and I've been practicing for the past few months, and I've been thinking about making a YouTube video about it and about how to paramotor from start to finish. And there it is right there, that I've been able to do forward launches. And so I'm just thinking about doing a new video. And I don't know what the reception would be as if I put a video that's a non-beard related. But the funny thing is that I'm actually doing I'm in mid-June, I'm going to be doing a beard video that is hopefully going to do 100,000 views. It's going to be big. I'm going to see if it's going to work, but I'm hoping if it works out and it's clean cut and it works, it's going to be big, you guys. I'm hoping. Any beard balm or recipes you want to share? Tim Kelly, actually, yes. Maybe I might do this in a beard video, is how to make your own beard butter. And it's actually a really simple process. It's actually shea butter, coconut oil, and actually it's essentially some scents or some scented oils that you want to put in there. And it's actually really easy to do. And I actually think that I'm going to do a how to make your own beard balm. Keep it real and don't turn into a beard brand and turn into a brand, bro. Great live stream. Appreciate that, man. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Intellect. How often do you trim your split ends? Intellect. That's the thing, dude. I don't get split ends on my beards, man. That's like a new thing for me. I just didn't get that. But I trim my beard up, every 2 weeks just to make sure everything's nice and primed and proper. But every 2 weeks to a month, we always want to clean up and trim up our beard, all right? Just kind of keep it all together, all right? See you, the dream. See you guys. Do appreciate it. I think it would be great. Thanks, Greg. I'm thinking dude, yeah, that's where I'm thinking about going. Houston, Sugar Land area. That's where my friends' families are from. Even Austin. So we'll see. I'm thinking, I don't know where I'm going to go. But there's going to be some opportunities. We're going to see what's going to happen. And I just like to kind of live on the tusk, Thank you for all the great videos. Tim, hey, for sure. I appreciate that. And there's more to come, you guys. So I always think it's always going to be a fun thing making these videos for you guys. Philly, come to Philly. That'll be, hey, as long as there's some pizza, I'm always down. Well, you guys, I love you. This was a fun stream. And actually, if you guys want, maybe later tonight, I'm going to be doing a stream in Twitch. So if you can, go over there, check me out, and follow me there. So, like always, you guys, like, subscribe, and favorite. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Twitch. Check me out on YouTube Live. I'm streaming at least 3 times a week. That way I can see you and interact, just like we're doing right here with you guys. Love you, and I love answering all your questions. I'll see you guys on the flip side. See ya!